don't have a whole lot more here, JP.
I will say this. My main concern right now is where the culture's at with this team. I know like this fan base may be divided. Some of us want to see them in the playoffs. Some of us want to see the tanking back on. But like you look at today's circumstance, right? It's Mark Recchi Day, right? We're honoring Mark Recchi. He's going into the Hall of Fame. Boston, who's been killing us with Pasternak, is in town, and you get absolutely destroyed. Now, we obviously are waiting for them to get in the break, possibly reset and come back and fire on all cylinders. But that's going to be super crucial because right now, the fan base, we don't know what the locker room is feeling right now. But right now, as a fan base, I think a lot of people have seen deja vu a little bit, and that's where we don't want to go to. So get that reset, everyone, here in this next week, and when we come back, fire on all cylinders.
No, there might be the people out there who are like, fuck it, lose for the rest of the season. Right. But for what this team is doing, for the way they're trying to build this thing, it is vitally important that they get back on track after the break. Like, they are not going for it. Like, they're not going to try to trade for somebody. You know, they're not going to surrender assets to bring in somebody for a playoff push, but they are trying to thread a needle of, like, we're going to rebuild and we're resetting. Like, if the culture is just as important as the players, all right, you're not adding any players. That means the culture needs to be what resets here. That's what gets them back on track. Like, it's vitally important that they get this thing back together, because if not, where are they? Like, they don't have the high-end talent, and we're not really sure how they're going to get it, other than Michkov coming, you know? Like, it's kind of, all right, well, you're going to have to buy some guys, make some trades, but all right, the high-end talent's one thing, but it's all about this culture. That means that leadership group, the mood of the room, the coaching, all of that is going to get this team back to where they were. Otherwise, what do they have? And I expect them to be considerably better coming out of this break, because for all the reasons we've talked. You know, the goalie needs a reset. Half the team's hurt. Like, all this stuff. Owen Tippett's going to be back, hopefully. He said he's aiming for the first game after the break. I expect it, but like we said earlier, this is a crucial point in the season and, like, in the direction of this rebuild, I think.
Yeah, no, and, like, I think the extensions were very indicative of that, because you're not just giving extensions to Owen Tipp and Ryan Poehling because they truly do feel like they can be integral pieces for this team for the next couple of years. And that also does mean, Bill, that they have to push for the playoffs. Even if you don't make it, now you have to make that push for the playoffs, because, like you mentioned, it's about the culture. And if they don't make it, but they still fight hard, I think that still will be good for that culture.
If they are, like, my fear right now is that March and April, they're playing fake games like they have the last couple of years. Like, these games have no meaning. And so whatever we see out of certain players, it's like, yeah, but it was an exhibition game. So who, like, are they actually this good? Or was it like, yeah, they're just kind of skating out there and someone scored? Like, cool. You know, I think it's very important for what they're doing for the games in March and in the first couple weeks of April to have some kind of meaning beyond, you know, a couple of dudes hoping to make a few extra bucks in the offseason, you know? So I think it's just, it's a big deal for them to get this thing going.
We all silly like the mayor.